So welcome to the Mars.
Welcome to a very chill episode by the feel of it. I gotta wake up a bit.
Very relaxed. What, water?
Like a bucket of ice water I can just dip my head in.
I have a bottle of room temperature water.
Ooh, that'll put me to sleep.
That's the same.
Okay. Ooh.
Same.
Ooh, Whoa!
Yeah.
And I'm back.
And we're back.
Oh, hi, everybody.
L'Chaim?
L'Chaim.
Oh.
Ooh, I know.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. It's Star of David.
Oh, shit. Hashtag the Mars for Star of David.
I thought of a really cool game to play today.
Go on.
At work. I like to do this.
Dick Punch.
No. I hate Dick Punch. Oddly enough, we used to play a similar game to Dick Punch when we used to go to the water park all the time. 8th grade.
Is this about Dick Punch, or is this?
It's not so much Dick
punching.
punching.
Sorry. Is this about the game you made up, or are you talking about Dick Punch?
No, this is a different thing because you said Dick
it.
Punch.
Got it.
We would all be hanging out, and we would, instead of punching each other in the dick, we would just try to slap each other, like
dick.
So there's
slap dick.
Like punching, you would go straight in to the dick. We would go. Let's say the hand would start from the nose, and we would go down towards the toe, just trying to hit the tip with your fingertips to where it would just kind of sting and be irritating.
Kind of like a sack tap.
It's similar, but from the top down, and probably with more force.
Okay.
Why that game got started, I'm not too sure. It doesn't really make me feel manly at the moment.
No.
But whatever.
We all touch dicks when we were younger.
Sometimes you touch a dick.
So yeah, sometimes you just gotta touch a dick.
No, the game I was playing today, unbeknownst to the people I was playing with, was saying one movie title, and trying to explain a completely different movie until they realized what movie I was talking about.
So, I watched this film Deep Impact last night. Man, when Frodo finally threw that ring in, I welled up a little bit.
I would take it for I did.
No, but like, is that
similar?
Is that a proper example of what you're talking about?
It's similar. I would try to keep the names out of it.
Oh,
so I could go on for a little bit longer.
Yeah,
and kind of have their attention more. So one of them that I did was.
Would you say the name of the movie first?
Yes.
Okay.
I asked them if they. One of them. It was something like, "Have you ever seen Schindler's List?"
Okay.
And it was like, "Yeah, this is a pretty good movie." I was like,
"Sorry, describing like a porno?"
No, I actually started trying to describe Forrest Gump.
Oh.
So I can't remember what I was like. Yeah, like when the lieutenant loses his legs, and then he's trying to eat ice cream, but he doesn't want it because he's so pissed off about his legs, and then he's like, "Huh." And it's like, yeah. And then the other guy, he likes to run around all the time. He doesn't know what to do. Like he's kind of stupid, but he's does something with the Black Panthers, whatever. And I was like, wow, this is cool.
Did he do something with the Black Panthers? I forget. I know he does something with
he has a fight in the Black Panther Party because of Jenny. And then, sadly, I stayed on a real holocaustic theme because then I decided to say my favorite, another favorite movie was The Diary of Anne Frank, and then proceeded to mix up all of the Fast and Furious movies because I thought that would be interesting.
So this episode of The Mars, we're going to talk about Who Framed Roger Rabbit. We're not going to really do a plot synopsis because we all know it, right?
Right, definitely.
So it's a movie about Roger Rabbit getting framed for the murder of the head of Acme, right? The owner of Toontown.
Yeah. Oh, there's like multiple murders.
No, but like if you were to say a plot
synopsis,
it'd be like
Herbert Acme.
So, but that's why Roger Rabbit was framed, right? He was framed for. He was framed for that because there was. It's actually going back and watching again. That plot. Like,
I mean, it's solid plot. Like it works.
Take the tunes out and put like if you will, black people in.
Whoa!
No, but just do it.
What do you
just do it?
What are you taking my role for?
That's a great movie right there.
Well, why? I mean, black people, Asian people.
No. Same time,
whatever, but
same time. Like based in what was it, 40 something?
Oh, I don't know.
No. This is something I read on Crack too.
Oh,
they made that it's about suppression of the Toons because they were trying to get rid of Toontown. They were trying to get him out and all that.
Right.
But I was like, damn, that's real.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like they're like as in
really real.
Yeah. But this plot, it's so intricate because the reason, like the alleged reason why he killed Herbert Acme, it was because he was playing patty cake with Jessica Rabbit, his wife,
which was a setup.
Which was a setup because Jessica Rabbit was set up to play patty cake and pose for the photos, or else Roger Rabbit would have been killed or never worked again.
Right, never worked again. Big difference from being killed.
Yeah, but like, that's like a freaking season of Prison Break. You know, like when you think something's going on, and
I
then
can see that.
something else is going on. Like this is crazy.
It's an intricate plot, and I mean, part of the reason why I wanted.
I don't remember it being that intricate when I was a kid.
Well, there's a lot I didn't remember about it. Like, I mean, I remembered the movie, but like just how much of a dead ass drunk Eddie Valiant was.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, I knew he had a drinking thing. Like, it was obvious, you know, as a child, but just the way he looks at liquor and just like constantly is just like, oh, the drink, oh,
because he's mourning his dead brother.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't have a reason to have fallen in that hole. I'm just saying, like, he's always got his eyes peeled. Real
quick, so we can talk about it. Toon killed his brother, dropped a piano on his head.
Yep, just in old Toon fashion.
Yeah, really, because humans don't die the way Toons die. Now
let's try to go in some kind of an order here, like not going play by play, but
no, there's several things I want to talk about that's not plot related.
Right. Well, I like just touching on the entire movie, like bit by bit. So, it was something that I remember from watching as a kid, but just how brutally fucking frightening the whole opening scene is in the Baby Herman cartoon.
Okay.
With knives flying everywhere.
Well, it's a cartoon.
Well, I understand it's a cartoon, but Jesus Christ.
You haven't seen these like Tom and Jerry cartoons in a while?
I have, but it's like maybe somebody's chasing somebody else with a cleaver.
Oh, no, it's always like a knife goes right by there and they're like, ah.
Right, a knife, not a whole arsenal of knives, and then fire going everywhere, and then there's a box in the background that just says like rat poison, the deadliest poison ever, or something like this.
That's the point.
And then, like, I don't know. There was something about it. I was just like, wow, this is overly intense. Like,
there was a really funny scene. I'm just thinking about it now, and I don't want to forget it. It's not so much in relation to what you were saying. Mm-hmm. But yes, you're right. That was overly intense. But there was a scene where Roger Rabbit was going on about how much the world needs laughter.
Right.
And he was down, like, you know, he's what's the name?
Eddie Valiant.
He's like below Eddie Valiant, and then he picks him up and he puts him on a box that says soap.
Yes.
So he's standing on a soapbox talking about how great laughter is. I'm like, that's very clever.
There's a lot of clever shit in here.
That's a very clever little part.
If you ever forget his name's Bob Haskins, by the way.
Okay.
You can also refer to him as Mario.
I don't know. I know it's Bob Haskins, but I didn't know. He's dead now, isn't he?
Oh, I don't know.
No, he is. That's a shame.
I don't keep up on the Haskinings.
Oh.
I don't know what's happening.
It's a very good role. He does it really...
Oh, he does?
Well, he's definitely not doing backflips at the end of that.
Oh, fuck no, that's not him at all.
That's not him.
That's the stuntman.
I watched that fucking... Because me and my girlfriend are watching we're in the middle of watching, Food Network Star, where it's a reality show about people who to become personalities on Food Network. So it's really meta. Like, it's a reality show to get a reality show.
Wow.
But there was one where this dude's like Gennard, and I'm a season behind, so he might have won it by now, but he was told he's in the final and he gets to make a pilot episode.
Right.
And he's like easily 250. Like, he's a big round guy. And when he got told, he did a cartwheel and then a backflip, like in the middle of the whole set.
Well, I'm two something.
No, he's like, hey, I'm a Southern chef, and I'm gonna make some comfort. He's a big guy. Right. He does a cartwheel and then attempts to do a backflip, and he just lands on his neck, and just gets up and like, I want to look up the GIF, like if there is one, but I'll be afraid of any spoilers because I'll be watching the final.
Oh yeah,
but
can't spoil it.
He literally does it, like, you know, and he just does this flip, and I'm like, like, okay, big guy can flip. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, he just needs a strength.
But he definitely just landed on his neck. Like,
oh good.
Good. But no, it's a solid role, and it's like this film is like years ahead of itself,
right?
In plot wise, and
I'm surprised how a majority of the animations like held up. Yeah, like I mean, it's obviously not the most beautiful, clean looking thing.
Is it a cult film?
But,
would you say?
I don't.
It's up there. It's cult worthy.
I'm not too sure if it's a cult film. It was production, if I remember right, it was $70 million, which in the 80s, because it was put out in 88.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually the highest budgeted movies made in the 80s.
Well, probably because of all the animation, right?
Oh, well, probably. I mean, I'm sure there were movies with bigger names, but yeah. But this is even in 88, like all these, like it was whenever the cartoons were in, they had to take frame by frame shots of the live action and throw them into animated cells, and then you animate them, and it's something like 100 or 500 cells per second.
Yeah,
is what you need, and it's intense.
You can't just copy and paste that.
There was also a phrase coined in it, like when they go into the back room to hide, and you notice like the lamp gets hit. And there was a lot of work put into making sure the shadows were correct. So I guess there's a phrase around Disney to where it's like, oh, well, you make sure to hit the lamp on that one.
Oh.
And it's just adding that extra little detail that nobody's going to notice.
When the lamp was hit, the shadow would move because the light,
depending on where the light source comes from. So, I mean, I thought there was a lot of real interesting stuff.
$70 million well spent.
Yeah.
Then
there was that part where he accepts the job, and
he accepts the job to spy on. No, sorry, because so they notice that Roger Rabbit's quite out of it. He's not there in his mindset during his performance because he's seen birds, not stars.
Right.
And they're blaming it because they think his wife's cheating on him.
Right. Well, what did he say? It's something like, you can do something to a tune and nothing's wrong, but once you break his heart, like it's all fucked up.
No, as in if you break his heart, it's just like a man.
But nothing else phases him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's
implying that you can't kill a tune.
Right. And that's where he was like, yeah, go.
I wanted to see a real gun shoot a tune. I wanted to see what would happen. You know, like freeze punk and then just like a gunshot to one of the weasels.
It would just, you would have to shoot him with the cartoon gun.
No, but like I wanted to see
probably
it probably would it like and bounce off.
It would probably just rip them.
Ooh, they just have to draw it in.
Yeah, you have to draw it. Well, just you remember that old Daffy Duck?
Is that a Toon hospital? Is that just like
just
artists?
The eraser.
No, yeah, no, eraser.
5 cc's of ink.
Crap! Like, is it like the cartoon shot off his hand, and they got to draw it in, but they don't have the correct brown color for the weasel, so they needed to do like a lighter brown, so his hand looks fucked up.
It's all triage.
Because it is like, I make, like, remember the president of the cartoon club was like, I make cartoons, so like, are they still? I just want to know what the. What is this universe? You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know.
Where these animated super creatures exist. Because it's Mickey the Mouse, but are there still real mice?
Is it Mickey the Mouse?
No, but do you know what I mean? Like it's Mickey Mouse.
Right.
But are there still real mices?
Oh, of course.
Moose?
Moose is plural.
Are there? Ooh, Moose-eye.
You're not Moose-eye. It would just be Moose.
Mussolini?
Ooh,
we went there. Speaking of
Mussolini.
No, well, kinda. Remember when they're watching Goofy?
Yeah.
And then and now for a news break. And then he's like, always a news break at the worst time. It showed clips of soldiers. Right? Like, real quick. And then it cut to the plot. And then it cut to, and over in real estate news, just bought Toontown. Like,
Mussolini.
But it showed, so the war still happened.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, this is just an alternate reality where they both exist.
Yeah,
that's why you have Toontown on one side, and then you have.
No, is this so? It's obviously not the only place that has tunes.
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
It can't be.
It's
impossible because I know it's next to Hollywood, and that's why they film tunes, and that's why they're famous.
Right.
But it can't be the only reason. Only because we didn't see Goofy. Oh, we did at the end.
Well,
actually.
I mean, maybe like each region has their own, but I don't think it would be like every city has their own Toontown.
No, but I'm saying.
Like they're not gonna
I'm
move
saying,
to Colorado.
are there German tunes? Because remember when Donald Duck did that? I'm like
all
Nazi.
Like the Warner Brothers racist years.
Yeah. So what if? But
they would just do it on a backlot.
Are there German tunes? Yes. Now,
every
are
region would
these
have
tunes going to war? That's what I want to know.
They could. I mean, if it popped off, but I don't think they would need to.
They can't kill. No, what? So they just like we don't want like. So are they basically above it? Like we don't quarrel.
Well, I mean,
with
just okay. So just take Vietnam. Like if we go to Vietnam, like Mickey and Goofy aren't all like, oh, here we go.
Vietnam,
and then because Vietnam has their cartoons.
Because Vietnam was one of the first wars to be like filmed in a way. It's like seen as the bloodiest of wars. So when you said, because it's like, yes, there is footage of World War II.
Yeah.
But it was because Vietnam actually could be filmed in color and all that stuff.
Right.
It's like, but when you said Vietnam, I was like, oh fuck, fucking like tunes come back with PTSD,
Is there a tune with PTSD?
There should be,
probably,
but probably not.
Or something.
Because it's not funny.
No,
you know what I mean. Like,
no, you're not gonna get a yuck out of that one.
Yeah. Like, hey, do you want a hot dog? Oh, I got ketchup all over me. Oh, I'm so sorry. And then it's the tune on the other end just staring, just eyes open wide, like.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Oh my god! Like in the background of his head.
Well, no, but think about that. Like, if there was Toontowns in every region, like, think about Japan. Like,
oh shit! In 47?
No, just like even now, like.
Well, they probably would evolve into that.
A whole half of
like evolved into. They
don't die. You just
no. I meant the animation styles because
it would have changed. I mean, because look, we got Betty Boop. Betty Boop's in there. She's from.
Oh, so Betty? Are you saying Betty Boop's still alive in 2017?
Betty Boop's still alive right now.
Okay,
yeah.
No, wait. Hold on a second, because I did.
2018.
Sorry, you're right. Ooh, way to date this episode.
Jesus.
I did a little, I didn't read into it because I got distracted with my own thoughts.
Right.
But there's a running fan theory, and Rob, you hate canon things. There's a running fan theory that Space Jam is in the same, this is the same world.
Yeah, Space Jam gets a lot of hype for no fucking reason. That movie sucks ass.
But no, just
you should watch it.
But hear me out. It's in the same world because Bugs Bunny and all that exists. I know it's just the Looney Tunes, but they were just the Looney Tunes in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, which is the only time in film where Disney and Warner Brothers has come together.
Yeah, and they were like, oh, we borrowed. Remember when they said, oh, we blah 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 Disney,
Yeah.
So they are. There are different brands of tunes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like now, in Space Jam, people don't know there's tunes.
They're
you get me?
Like an alternate world.
No. In Space Jam, they're just kind of like, oh, Bugs, you're real? Like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So in the first thing I went to is like, what happened between the 40s and whenever Space Jam came out? Let's say 98.
Sure.
What happened between then that made people forget about the tunes?
Oh, I don't know.
The Great Toon War?
The Great Toon War of 82.
Yeah. Fucking once we realized we could kill tunes with the dip, we like held it over their heads and flushed them out.
Dang, that would be mean. That would not be nice at all.
Fucking, you stay on your side of the tracks? What? Who said that?
Stay on your side of the tracks.
Yeah. In Toontown. My girlfriend just sent me a bob-omb.
Oh, where'd you get a bob-omb at?
No, she's seen it on the. That's Mario, right?
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, different forms of them. That's more of like a. I think that's more of like a.
How do you spell it? Bob-omb.
Bob-omb.
O-M-B.
B-O-B-O-M-B.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep.
But. What? Yeah. So if they do exist in the same world, which it's plausible because Bugs Bunny, it's an idea.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I know Rob hates canon things. Whenever I bring up the canon,
no, it's not about canon things. It's just like a lot of fan theories. Like I don't give a fuck about.
Well, because
it's just people reaching.
Because you're no fun.
No, I did hear an interesting thing about the Scooby-Dooers.
Okay.
that they're all just draft dodgers.
Explain.
Like I believe like the time that Scooby-Doo aired or whatever started airing was around Vietnam times or whatever. And if you dissect the crew,
Fred would be ideal in the army.
Well, no, if you just take them all as a whole, like none of them would be hanging out with the other one.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Isn't that's why they're hanging out?
Yeah, that's why they're hanging out because
Fred and Daphne would get along.
Fred and Daphne get along because they're trying to bang.
Yeah,
but it's also thought that they're step children or like step related.
Step related. You heard it. You heard
so
it here.
It's like, but that's it. It's just like Scooby and Shaggy are like driving around trying to dash
Scooby?
out.
Wait. Where were the mystery crew? For all, the Scooby Gang, if you will, during
like where are they
in the Who Framed Roger Rabbit world?
Well, not everybody's going to be represented.
Do you think they're in the other Toonville?
Well, I mean, all they need is the two big players. You got Disney and you got Warner Brothers. That's it.
Do you think so? Then what are Scooby? He's Warner Brothers, right?
They're Hanna-Barbera.
Are they?
I think so.
So is that over in Hanna-Barbera town? Like are they segregated against?
I mean, maybe there's different cities like within it.
Is there actual racism in the Who Framed Roger Rabbit world?
I mean, in Warner Brothers, you had that whole Mammy thing,
and the Crows.
You had the Crows were playing bass for Jessica Rabbit.
Of course they were.
Well, you had the Crows in Robin Hood, which were supposed to be extremely racist. But in Warner Brothers, like you don't remember like the whole Mammy cartoons?
I do.
Where they just like the kid was just in straight blackface.
Okay, wait, hold on.
And the kittens?
Go to YouTube real quick. Or actually,
what?
Google something first so we get the spelling right.
What is it?
It's an orange drink I used to drink when I was a kid.
Crush?
No, it begins with a K. Kari.
Irish?
English maybe. Kiora. Okay, so let's go to YouTube. Can you pull up on this? Can I see it? Yeah. Okay, we're playing it. I want to see.
It's going to take a minute to load up.
How are you, Rob? You good?
I'm good. Doing good. How you doing?
Eager to start working, but I'm getting there.
Do you guys have a open date?
The contractor said February 15th, but then I say we'll be fully functional by the end of the month, next month. So between there. Yeah, here you go.
And this cartoon's from...
Nope, this is just...
Are this commercials from your neck of the woods?
Oh, yeah.
Why are they walking all fucked up? What the fuck? Wow, what year was this? Jesus. So, you guys go Google or go to YouTube and look up Kiora, Kiaora, commercials. And what we're watching here is it's just a bunch of crows.
It's the same. Ooh, I remember Umbunga.
What the fuck? Umbongo?
I forget. Was it a drink? I forget. Oh, it was, yeah.
Oh, it's a juice drink.
Yeah.
This one's a juice box.
That's not as bad, right?
No, not at all. Umbongo's not bad. It's actually a more entertaining commercial.
Yeah. Anyway, before we get caught in the YouTube loop,
the Kiora is just a bunch of crows talking all like, and then like an overly tall basketball player shows up, and it's just.
Why crows? The
undertones.
Why are crows the racial thing? I remember because there was a movie, wasn't there? What was the movie?
I think it's just all metaphor.
What was the Disney movie?
Robin Hood.
No.
Oh, those were the buzzards.
No, the one with your man singing.
Who?
You know it.
Who?
It's a famously racist Disney film.
Which one?
Mr. Something. He's like
The Incredible Mr. Limpet.
Song of the South.
I don't know Song of the South.
Okay, so Song of the South did have crows in it running around doing all did this stuff, and he's like in fairness.
Oh, the fuck? Oh, I remember that picture.
Yeah. So, and I'm just wondering why.
I mean, it's just a black dude. Like, I don't think that qualifies as racist.
No, but there was crows there that were acting of the black culture.
I think you just use crows because they're primarily black, and it like resembles
So
without
panthers.
without doing blackface. Well, no, because panthers are just like panthers. Like that's all it is. It's just a cat. But crows, like you can give them more attitude and stuff.
Are doves the white people of the bird country?
You can't. Like
the
for
rich,
some reason,
the rich
like
white dove.
It's to me like you can't. I mean, you can go like redneck or something like this, but I don't think you can like essentially whiteface the Caucasian community. Like you can make them look dumb.
Yeah, have you ever seen?
For some reason, that's not racist. But
what's the one? Every episode of Sister. There,
oh, yeah.
No, not every episode. But there was a reoccurring character who was friends of somebody who was the dumb guy, and I was like, wait a second, he's the only white guy in the group.
No, the dumb guy was Roger.
No. Roger. No, but Roger had a. No, Roger wasn't dumb. Roger was just trying to get with.
He was an idiot.
Them. But there was literally when they get to like college or high school or whatever, there's like a group of.
I don't know shit about that.
Like 5 or 6 of them, but one guy was white. And he was always like you know,
White
cool,
Mike?
I'm gonna put a shoe on my head, kind of like you know.
Well,
he
you
was
had
the
that.
idiot.
Well, you had that too in Step by Step with Corey.
Never watched Step by Step.
You had he would just come in. Oh, cereal. Like
how do we get from here from Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, you started going down the. Who lives in this area, and is there this guy
is
here?
there racism?
And then how
we didn't
racist
answer
are they?
my question.
Yeah, there's racism everywhere.
I didn't see it. Did we see any black people in the movie?
Ooh.
Yeah. Or maybe they just don't, like, in this universe. In this universe, they don't exist, and they're all replaced by Toons.
Oh, no.
Soak that up.
I don't know if we can go
there. So
there.
that's what, yeah?
Either.
You could edit all that out.
No, I mean, it's going to stay.
No,
but
no. Like, instead, just have me just like, oh, in this universe, and then you just be like, oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
So, how do you feel about Christopher Lloyd in this?
I mean, it's whatever. You know what? I think a lot of people put way too much hype on Christopher Lloyd. I'm not trying to take it away from him. I think he's good at what he does. I think he picks good roles. Sadly enough, half the movies he's in, I don't give a shit about.
Name one you don't give a shit about.
Back to the Future, all 3 of them.
I'd say besides Back to the Future, because it's like saying...
Suburban Commando.
Is he in that?
I think so. He's in something with Hulk Hogan.
Oh. What's that film? What's that camp film he's in?
No, not Camp Nowhere.
Is it Camp Nowhere?
Is it Camp Nowhere? Oh, I think I'm thinking of Heavyweights.
Ooh.
He's definitely not in that one. Maybe he's in Camp Nowhere.
I liked his performance because I remember it's memorable in my head because it's so terrifying.
Oh yeah, he did a good job.
He's an absolutely terrifying guy. And then that goes to show that Toons can dress up as humans.
Uh-huh.
They can human face.
They can.
Toons can. That's like not cool. Like
No.
can we Toon face?
No, definitely we cannot Toon face. Well, I don't know. Like, did you watch Cool World?
No.
Christian Slater.
Full circle.
I never watched it either. I think I started watching it, but it was like the cool kids version of Roger Rabbit, to where it was like, oh, let's.
Roger Rabbit was the cool kids, or were these like the extreme Toons?
No,
the actual anime, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit anime.
Well, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit is the Disney of it, and Cool World is like the Warner Brothers of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because for some reason, Warner Brothers cartoons were always more edgy, which is understandable. Disney's more like we're family, we're this, and then and they had morals and shit. And Warner Brothers just
Warner Brothers had what?
I don't know, kill the bird, like go shoot Elmer Fudd in the face, like who gives a shit?
Warner Brothers had Batman, didn't they? Yeah, they had Batman the animated series.
Yeah.
And that was dark and edgy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like Warner Brothers is the darker, edgy, you know, and Disney is. Well, not very pillowy.
You kind of already answered your question. Yeah, family friendly. They got to keep it somewhere. So that's why now that technically Disney owns Deadpool, what's going to happen?
They're going to do the same.
You think?
Well, that's the same with this. The same with Nightmare Before Christmas. That's why it's under the Touchstone umbrella.
Oh.
Because Disney owns Touch. Because that always confused me as to why Disney now has all the Nightmare Before Christmas shit. Because I remember it being released by Touchstone. But, I mean, I never looked into it until recently. And it's like, all right, well, Touchstone is under the Disney umbrella. I think there's a handful of companies that are under the Disney umbrella. But because that was with Nightmare Before Christmas, they were just like, this is not as family friendly because Tim Burton's not willing to adjust it.
Yeah.
Therefore, and I think it had something big to do with like Jack Skellington not having eyeballs. They were just like, we can't put something on there that doesn't have eyeballs.
But so the reason why everyone's wetting their pants now is because that they're like, well, Wolverine can be in fucking the Avengers now, like, because if they do, like, they want the X-Men to be around.
Well, they've got everybody now except for Spider-Man, yeah?
No, Spider-Man is
still owned by Fox. But I want to say that they've recovered everybody.
But they got 20th Century Fox.
They have a contract with 20th Century Fox.
Yeah, for everyone.
To where they'll split it. But didn't they just get Fantastic Four?
No, they probably got everyone. Why would they? I know they got Deadpool. I know they got the X-Men. And that's the Fantastic Four.
That's all under Fox, yeah?
The only Fantastic Four movie I want is to be like the Hulk. The Hulk, yes. The Hulk has technically...
They need to not do an origin story.
No, the Hulk has technically had 2 movies, but it's been better with...
it was 3.
No, the Hulk had Eric Bana and then Edward Norton. And the Edward Norton one is the official MCU one.
Right. And then... so this is the third Hulk actor, but there was only 2 Hulk movies.
Yes, gotcha. But one doesn't count in the MCU. But I think the Hulk story without a movie is so much better. You know what I mean? Like
because you can put him wherever you want to, really.
Yeah, and then he kind of he talks about his story. Why not do the same for the Fantastic Four? Introduce them as a pre-existing character in one movie. They help solve the problem. Like all the Avenger comics I've read, Reed Richards is a badass in them because he's a part of things, and he's like, here, this is what we got to do. I'm one of the smartest men in the world. I'm not reading a solo one about him because they're boring. but
Reed Richards has his own.
But no. But them in a group with everyone, still being the Fantastic Four, but being like, Reed, you, okay, me and Tony Stark are gonna fix this. The Human Torch and Spider-Man are going to run off and save them. Invisible Woman thing and fucking Hulk are going to go do that.
Right.
Like, have shit like that. That'd be amazing.
They're going to fuck it up.
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd as Bruce Banner.
He is Judge Doom who bribed his way to hit the top to be a judge.
That's it.
That was a quick little throwaway line that I was like, oh,
I didn't even catch that.
No, he bribed his way up to be a judge. He bribed he's secretly a Toon who killed what's his name's brother?
Eddie Valiant. Theodore Valiant.
Oh, he dropped a piano on his head. He's got glowing red eyes in Toon form.
That's right.
And he has a squeaky voice.
Very squeaky voice.
We didn't see his full Toon form. We just saw because
Toon-Face.
When Toon-Face started to come out, I was watching it, Rob, and I said, is he a fucking human Toon hybrid?
He did.
But when he died, when he got in when the dip poured on him, there was just like a skin suit left over, implying that he was wearing,
wore him like an Edgar suit.
Exactly.
Yes.
So he was wearing human face, but we never saw.
No, did not.
And we didn't even get it in the flashback.
You know what, though? He would probably look a lot like fake.
He would look a lot like this.
Fake Jessica Rabbit.
Oh, maybe.
Like how she just looked all like weird and like.
I want to go to Jessica Rabbit real quick.
Go ahead. Let's go.
So let's take Jessica Rabbit out of the Toon world.
Okay.
And let's apply real gravity to her.
Yes.
She couldn't stand up. She couldn't stand up straight.
Not with those legs.
Or did you see her waist?
Oh, people do that.
This is no. Yeah, they do that, but they still have a little bit more up.
Yeah.
No. She
could do it. She couldn't do it because her foot is like a size 2.
No. Those heels were like those ballerina shoes non-stop. You know the way how they walk around, the little ballerinas do their thing?
She didn't have like ankles.
But she'd be dead at she'd be dead in 10 years.
She'd be in a wheelchair.
If she was always like that, she'd be dead in 10 years.
Straight up in a wheelchair.
I'd put her in a wheelchair. I had to do that one.
No, I don't. I mean,
I don't see the appeal because I think she's fucking disgusting looking with her shape. It freaked me out.
That's like, I can see that, like, how it was, like, as a kid, just like, oh, look at that attractive cartoon with a gigantic, only because there's like this huge gigantic bust line.
And her face.
But, well, that's what, watching it now, I'm just like, okay, I can see where the appeal was, but now that I can pay attention to this appropriately, like, yeah, nah. Like, the renderings you can see that are, like, the renderings now, which you see, like, online, it's just like, oh, the hottest fucking cartoon ever. They completely change her face to where she doesn't look like a large forehead, giant, cheeked smaller bitch.
Baby.
Like,
baby. She looks like a baby.
Yeah, she looks weird.
She looks like a baby with giant lips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think somebody got plastic surgery to look like her, and it didn't turn out well.
Of course, yeah. Because what if they did actually look like her?
Yeah.
What if a human looked like her?
You know what freaks me out is the Japanese girls who anime themselves out
when they paint their eyes.
Oh yeah,
weird. When they close their eye, they have a painted.
No, that's interesting looking. No, but they just I don't know what they do, but it's whatever makeup or plastic surgery they use. It's just like
there is like a Snapchat filter or something like that.
Right.
That animates your eyes so it makes it nice and big.
Oh well, that's cool. Like I can go with a filter.
Ooh.
Why not? I'd like to be animated.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about then, but we'll look it up later.
It's just like it's just like people trying to be like whatever their idols are like. It's like beyond cosplay.
What I don't get is why people sleep with those pillows.
Well, idols.
There's people out there who.
Did you watch that documentary on idols?
No.
It's interesting.
Well, let me explain my point real quick. Before we as in like all I said is people who sleep with pillows are weird. Like I want to put in some context.
Right.
So there's these body pillows that are just have like, let's say like the Sailor Moon characters on them.
Right.
And that's it. They don't. It's not shaped to look like them. It's just a body pillow. And
right, with a graphic printed on it.
And they're like, I'm in love with it. I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. Like it's 2018.
Not surprised at that at all.
There's better sex stuff out there.
Oh Jesus Christ, sex stuff.
Especially coming out of Japan.
No, but there's a documentary. I think it's just called Idols or whatever, and it goes over like you remember
on what
on Netflix.
Ooh.
You remember the band Baby Metal?
Yeah.
Okay, so Baby Metal are their idols.
Oh.
Okay. What an idol is, if you don't know, is in the Japanese culture you have these young teenagers or preteens or whatever they are, and they're contractually not allowed to hold hands, have a relationship. It's guys and girls. It's a lot of it. I believe a lot of it falls under the J-pop.
Spell it.
What? Idols.
Yeah.
IDOLS. Idols.
Tokyo Idols.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so. But yeah, so in that documentary, there's this dude. He's like, yeah, I had whatever. Let's just say $30 million or $30,000 saved up for a wedding, and him and his fiance were gonna get married, blah blah blah. But then whatever, that all fell apart. So he just started following idols, and he had gone to something like 50 concerts in a year, blew through all his money in like a year or two. And the idea of the idols are like they're like a revenue producer. They just constantly bring in money, and all these people, and there's very few young kids who go see it. Like we have the Backstreet Boys and all this shit or whatever the fuck it is now, and the kids are like, oh, I like him, I'm gonna go see him. But this shit is like the opposite. So instead of like girls trying to see like older dudes, these older dudes are trying to go to see these younger girls, and it's not
okay.
It's not necessarily like this huge sexual thing, apparently. I mean, I'm sure there's some of them, like they have like hella bodyguards. Pardon me saying hella, but they have all these bodyguards and all the security. But the idea is like these people write them letters and like they respond, and then there's meet and greets where everything's all super uncomfortable. But if they get caught like in a relationship or anything like this, like they're like banned for life on everything.
Wow.
It's like you're in trouble.
Isn't there a reason why The Big Bang Theory is banned in Japan or something is because it supports that there's a name for it. Males who just stay at home and play video games to watch TV know that they don't want to go out and meet girls and stuff. Hang on.
Yeah, I've never heard about that.
No, but like, so that whole, so it could be them when they're older.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. But I don't know. I didn't know the Big Bang Theory was banned anyway.
Right? No, it's because of that, because it's promoting.
It's promoting being.
Yeah, it's promoting. Oh, I can't even pronounce that.
Hikikomori, something like that. Pulling inward, being confined, i.e., acute social withdrawal.
So they're probably the guys who are going, and they're like, who are going to these idol people and be like, what? You got a fucking girlfriend? Like, you have a boyfriend now?
I mean, yeah, it loses some appeal in that sense. From what's explained is like, but they just don't. Like, if they're seen with other people, like, yeah, the facade is gone.
Yeah.
So they do it like that. And then I was reading articles on it about how they will, like, once they reach a certain age, like, they will try to have relationships. But what the publicists or their reps do or whatever, their managers, they won't tell them what their schedule is. So it's just, you have to be available all day, every day. They don't get a lot of breaks during the day. So they're doing a video, recording, doing an interview, having lunch during an interview or whatever. They'll set up an interview like at a food place or some shit.
Yeah.
So they just like fuck all their time. And they're like, they were saying they know when somebody's trying to be in a relationship, because then that's when they start saying, well, what's my schedule going to be like this week? Can I take a break? Like, that's when they're like, oh, we got to lock it down. More interviews, more shows, more everything. And they just run it like that. And then they just, I don't know how long they run that gamut or that whatever. But it seems, and it's, guys and girls, and J-pop is like, the music for J-pop is so fucking out there.
Yeah, like, I can't get it. I can't get behind that personally, but
I try to watch a bunch of it, and I'm just like, eh.
So Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
You think there's?
I can see the appeal, but I'm not.
No, I don't.
I don't buy it.
I think it's weird, and they're all falling for her. They're all like, why is she with him and kind of thing.
Oh, of course. Well, it's just like the guys who just like who go to the strip clubs all the time, and they're just like, that girl. Why is she with that dude?
Even the head of the what? Is he the mayor of Toontown technically?
Oh,
the guy who owns it. Yeah. How does he own a town? I guess.
I don't know. Fucking just owns it. He sells Acme products. Fool's got fucking trillions of cartoon
I was
dollars.
saying that to you too. At the climax of it, what's his name? Eddie. Oh, fuck, why can't I remember?
Eddie Valiant. Mario.
Mario's fucking stuck to with the magnet and a barrel, and he's stuck there, and then he takes out one of these black holes, and he escapes via using the black hole on that.
Damn right.
So that made me ask Rob: Is Acme selling these things? And if so, like, these are physics-defying objects. You know what I mean? Like, these are like this is insane.
Oh yeah.
Like, use them in like, oh fuck, there's a nuke on its way, fucking South Korea or North Korea.
It depends on if you're lucky enough to have Acme on your side or not.
Well, we're America. Like in this.
Yeah, but
they clearly
everything costs. Everything costs.
You think the Koreans have Acme on their side?
I think the Koreans might have their number at least.
Or the Koreans probably have fucking if Toontown's real, that means anime is real. That means that they got a lot of fucking fighting robots over there.
As soon as the anime comes over here, they're gonna kill every single cartoon we have.
Oh, bloodily. Oh, fucking imagine.
Bad.
What's the show you watch?
Akami Got Kill?
No, the
Dead Man?
Dead Man Wonderland. Imagine Dead Man Wonderland and fucking Daffy Duck.
Well, no, because Dead Man Wonderland is you have to go to Dead Man Wonderland.
Okay, I'm talking about the characters from it, or the evil characters from it.
Oh, I mean, if you use the fucking Oh, I can't remember what they're called.
Or fine, I'll go one I know.
No, I get what you're saying. I totally.
The giants from Attack on Titan just take on Toontown.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, any of them, man. I mean, Sailor Moon comes over here, we're all fucked.
Well, they're a bit nicer.
Maybe a little bit nicer, but Gem's not going to fucking stand a chance against Sailor Moon.
No.
And the Powerpuff Girls have a chance, but it's.
Oh, you think the Powerpuff Girls are around?
The Powerpuff Girls are around. Yeah.
You'd be so fucking Teen Titans Go. You'd be pumped up. I'd
try to hang out with both of them.
Oh, aren't they doing a movie? Teen Titans Go.
I think there was a crossover.
No. I think
Teen Titan Go.
I think they're doing a movie.
I think so too. I think I read something about that.
But a Teen Titan.
Who did Powerpuff Girls do a crossover with? It wasn't Samurai Jack. I think it might have been Teen Titan Go.
Oh well, you're the guy to ask. You love them both.
I do. Teen Titan Go. They're on Hulu. Why don't you watch Teen Titan Go on Hulu?
You don't want to watch it. You know I don't, because it's stupid.
It's so good.
Is it? Great.
Yeah, we watched it. You know it follows the rules. I mean, it's not as adult, obviously.
It's just not my cup of tea. That's all.
It's a hella cup of tea, man.
Oh, fair enough. I'll take your word for it.
Well, watch it.
Yeah, I will.
All the time.
No, I won't.
Every morning before work.
Anything else you want to say about Toontown?
I mean, there's not much I want to say about Toontown. I mean,
I had a lot. You're
very Toontown.
No, I'm more focused on the dynamic between humans and toons.
Right, I get that.
Like, what are the rules?
The rules just depend on the
all
movie.
All we just saw the world was if a toon killed a human. What's the repercussions? I want to know what if a human, because okay, wait. Toon kills a human.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I'm looking for a murderer. Like,
right.
Oh shit.
Right.
Roger Rabbit's going down.
Right.
Judge Doom, presumed human, kills a animated shoe who's alive.
That shit.
Who's alive?
When I was little.
Yeah.
And when I just watched it today. That's still very sad.
Oh yeah.
Because Disney's got away with faces.
Yeah.
And just even when his little shoe mouth is already dipped in, his eyes are looking around for help, man.
Yeah.
It's a fucking sad part of the movie.
But what I'm saying is that it's a sentient being.
Mm-hmm.
There should be no Toon lives matter. There's no difference between that shoe Toon and the fucking giant ape security guard.
The one in the monkey suit.
The one in the clever. But I mean, there should be no. So he fucking killed a Toon for just picking him up. Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts.
Well, I mean, they're
Toon
not
lives matter, dude.
It.
Toon lives matter.
Yeah.
That's just Toons on.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like they explain, like a Toon, like you can't get rid of a Toon. Like the only way to get rid of him is to run him through the dip, which is made up of the same ingredients. Is just practically paint thinner.
Rob, what's time with this? It's very clever.
It is. Everything that they name, there's 3 ingredients to it. It's turpentine, something else, and benzo something or other. But it's the same chemicals that cartoonists would use to erase things on an animated cell.
Get it?
Therefore, that's why it kills the cartoons.
Get it?
Because it's a liquid eraser for the most part.
That's great. Yes, they have a reason to kill Toons, and they were like, we need to bring Roger Rabbit to justice.
Right.
There's no justice killing that shoe.
No, but nobody's going to stop him either. I think it's because it's like a supporting character. I'm not saying if somebody killed your 4-time removed cousin Tony, who nobody knows about and doesn't really have a family. I mean that's going to be.
He had another shoe. He was clearly. Well, there's a pair.
Yeah, like when the box of shoes got broke open, he had friends indeed.
Yeah,
but they're
the only crime the shoe has is loving on up.
And he was loving.
Dead.
That shoe definitely should. Get the pair of ladies' legs that are walking around all foolishly, dip them, but don't dip that shoe. That was a good shoe.
Eyes in the face, man. Hashtag shoe lives matter.
Fall in the face, man. All it ever.
But
was.
Yeah, as I was saying, I just want to know more about the dynamic. Like maybe in the 40s, but I want to go like the fucking 70s. You know, like the fucking peace and love movement.
Oh well.
Make love, not
dip
war.
Doesn't exist at that point.
Well, it's still around.
It's outlawed. It's an underground.
Hey man, you got any dip?
What would happen if a human drowned? Well, you would just get all fucked up because it's paint thinner.
Well, they're not drinking it.
Well, I was going to say what happens if a human got a hold of it.
Oh, fucking no. That's what would happen. There'd be a concentrated dip that that humans are smoking. And that makes it bad. Like they're like, then we get a fucking like a Toon in a fucking Congress being like, we need to get rid of dip on the street that is harming Toon kind. Dang. I don't care about Toon kind.
Dang, cartoons are just cutting it down.
Yeah.
And just stepping on it.
Yeah.
And then like using it for their own.
It's a fucking great high.
Oh, Jesus Christ, a Toon high?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't take much to get Toons fucked up because Roger took one shot and lost his fucking mind.
No, I think it was just Roger though.
Oh, you think that's just his thing?
Because what about like, what's his name?
Oh, there's just some heavy alcoholics.
No. Okay, I can't imagine.
Like Homer?
No, I can't imagine the cowboy from
Cowboy Bebop. Toy Story.
Looney Tunes.
Yosemite Sam?
Yeah, I can't imagine him having a bourbon and then just being...
Oh, no. He has to have a bourbon to get out of bed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. With that voice?
His biscuits are burning.
Yeah. So
shit. I said that the other day at work, just out of nowhere.
We don't have any biscuits on, Rob.
No, I fucked
Rob,
up.
you by the sound of it,
biscuits.
you're no fun to work with if you don't get you.
No, somebody wanted biscuits, and it's very rare that somebody wants biscuits, but we have like 4 boxes of them in the freezer. We used to cook them off all the time at the other place because we would put them out every day, but because now the patient kitchen and the staff kitchen are separate, we don't have a need to cook them, but they're on the menu, so every now and then somebody will ask for them. So I forget the setting on our super microwave, what to do them at. It's like not a convection oven, but it's something super duper. It's like $10,000 for this microwave sized fucking radiation bucket.
Yeah.
And there's a setting for it, but I don't remember it all the time. So I try to do biscuits like 4 times, and I fucked them all up.
You burned them?
All of them. And the order was for 1 biscuit. Each time I made them, I put in 3 or 4 biscuits to give them the best one, because I'm not used to it. And because of this, I burnt them all. Sadly, I am not the person to do this if we have product on hand. But I said, you know what? They're just getting toast. Because I can't cook them an appropriate biscuit right now.
Because your biscuits are burning.
And I said, my biscuits are burning.
Oh.
And people...
yeah, no one gets it nowadays.
No one gets it. I've also learned at work...
I think it's time Looney Tunes make a comeback.
Looney Tunes making comebacks?
No, I think it's time. You know, like
I mean,
mainstream,
they don't go away.
No, but it's kind of like what I was saying with the Turtles. There's always going to be a Turtle show. Maybe there might be another Space Jam. Mm-hmm. Like that's that's one of the works.
I hope not. Space Jam was just stupid. And Space Jam is one of those things to where I don't see why people jump on that bandwagon. Like, who gives a fuck? The movie sucked. Like it was just fucking what is it called? Rectal protraction. What is it when your asshole falls out?
I don't know.
I actually looked it up today.
Shitting your asshole. Yeah, no. You just wanted to use it.
I bet you it's still on my phone.
It's your word of the day.
Rectal protraction, I believe, is what.
Okay, but how is that? What Space Jam is?
Because it wasn't a good fucking movie. People just jumped on it to jump on it.
It was a fun underdog movie.
It was
with the Looney Tunes, Monstars, and Bill Murray.
It was a monster. Oh, but Bill Murray. Well, you can't. I'll be honest with you. I never sat through it.
Then how can you sit there and something that you've never seen and say that it's...
Because there's a reason I never fucking seen it, because it sucked ass.
Fine. Teen Titans Go is a suck-ass shit at your rectal show. Well, never seen it, but just, I'm just going to make an opinion on it. I'm going to judge a book by its cover.
If that's what you think, then fucking...
Nice.
I like that one.
Rob just showed me a picture of a rectal bleed.
No. It's the best fan-made Xbox 360 game cover ever. It is Carl Winslow, and it says Carl on duty, Black Cops. It's amazing. Well, I mean, if that's what you would say, I would say the same thing you say to me. Well, watch it and figure it out. Like, if you've never seen it, you can't say it. It's the same for me.
Right now, you're just arguing against yourself.
Oh, well, I'm telling you, I understand.
Oh, cool.
But I've tried to watch it. Like, the only thing, one of the only things that I shit on all the time, or that I will shit on.
One of
the few that I've never given a chance to is Rick and Morty. But it's because of that initial hype that I don't fucking like.
You hate the fan base. That's all.
It's like, and to be a fan of something, like I'm a fanboy of a handful of shit. That's fine. But it's all the shit that comes with it. Like it's not fucking life.
Yeah.
It's when it's made into life that bothers. The same with the Matrix, where people were fucking sucking the dick of the Matrix all the time.
Oh, I came in late to that.
When Pineapple, well, I knew a dude who was like, I knew a handful of motherfuckers who were just like, the Matrix is real. We're all just plugged in. It's like, man, shut the fuck up. It's not.
It's a like it's a imaginative movie story,
right?
That it's fun to think is real.
Definitely. And if you want to make comparisons like, oh, well, you know what? This is kind of Matrix-y, blah, blah, blah. Go ahead and do that. But when people are sitting there trying to convince you, like, oh, the fuck, it's real, dog. It's fucking real. People were seriously trying to convince me of it. And I'm just like, you're borderline retarded.
Cut back to one of our first few episodes when Rob was trying to convince me the Earth is flat.
I wasn't trying to convince you that the Earth was flat. I was trying to convince you of the evidence that other people were portraying that made sense. Whoever's
editing this, could you edit back you're borderline retarded and play it to Rob?
I can't because it's me who's saying it.
Oh crap.
No, but that's the whole thing. Same.
I'm just saying we have an editor somewhere. If that was like an unnamed guy.
Jesus,
Steve.
But,
hey, Steve.
Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
When that came out,
I was in Ireland, and we're not a huge weed smoking thing. We're not a huge weed smoking country, bro. So those who were like, "Oh man, it's fucking hilarious. Go watch it." And I did, and I was like, "Oh, this is a funny movie."
And that's like, I watch it. Like, it took me 3 times going through it before I was like, "All right, cool," because it's just, this movie fucking get baked. Watch this shit. It's the best fucking thing.
You're watching.
This is how it is. Same with waiting or anything like that. When you're telling me this is how it is, and it's just this fucking blown out of proportion.
The Ryan Reynolds server movie.
Like, we're servers. Like, we work in the kitchen. Like, that's exactly what it is. And it's like, you're a fucking liar.
Yeah, I didn't like
you're
that.
You're a god. Like, yes, we all get pissed off when that son of a bitch comes in 5 minutes before closing.
I know that. That's where the comparison's done.
But it's like, and then
you do not play games. I'm a veteran server. Rob's a veteran server.
Yeah.
We do not play games showing each other our balls.
No.
We do not have constant parties with all of us. Sometimes maybe, but like they're like, Friday night going to Steve's house.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve.
Sorry,
Steve. We do not spit on your food or run it through a gauntlet of fucking disgusting things because you're gonna taste it right away.
I knew a dude who,
especially in this Yelp era,
it was at McDonald's. Now, granted, this guy that I knew, we called him Touchdown.
Oh, you told me because he
his name was Dave.
Oh fuck, why?
And then
there's a stupid ass reason.
We used to call him TD.
Yeah.
Because we were like, oh, look, it's Tweaker Dave.
Yeah, that's it.
And then we decided to just call him Touchdown because we could say that in front of him. Yeah. So there'd be times he would come into the room, we'd be like, Touchdown. He'd put his hands up in a V and yell Touchdown right back to us, not knowing we're calling him Tweaker Dave. Very entertaining. However, he worked at McDonald's for a tick. And there were times he would be like, hey, man, I'm working overnight. Why don't you come on through? And I'm like, well, whatever. I'd show up, and he'd be like, come on down to the basement and help me unload the truck. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. I would unload the truck. One time, the manager showed up. He's like, Dave, who's this guy? He's like, that's Rob. He's my friend. And the guy's just like, okay. Didn't even care. And then Dave let me run out with a handful of fucking McFlurry candy.
Oh.
I got away with with canisters of Big Mac sauce.
Ooh.
Because they come in like a giant caulking gun.
Yeah.
So I told Dave, I was like, hey man, I've got all this fucking Big Mac sauce and I don't have the gun. He's like, you will tonight. Brought me 2 of them.
Dang.
Ended up with all, but he would just give me shit. Anyways,
did he spit in the burger?
He didn't spit in the burger, but apparently, you know how you have like the gutter?
Yeah.
And then the gutter leads into like the little holding for all the shit. Apparently there was a burger that was overdone and it was knocked into the gutter.
Ooh.
And he was just like, fuck these people, and pulled the burger out of the gutter, put it on a bun, served it up.
Nice.
I mean, is what it is. He also did the drive-thru on acid once.
Oh, nice.
And he did acid because he wasn't supposed to be on the drive-thru.
Oh,
but somebody called out
revenge acid,
and they put him on the drive-thru. And apparently, a car got out of line.
Yeah.
Because it got tired of waiting. So not only is he on acid, but now he's an order ahead, not by his own fuck up.
Oh man.
So he has no clue what to do. Last day he worked there.
Nice.
So yeah, waiting's not weird. If you want to do a little more realistic line cook kitchen situation, watch the Slammin' Salmon.
I haven't seen that.
Watch the Slammin' Salmon. It's by the Super Trooper guys.
Oh, I have seen that. We watched that together.
Yeah, it's a good one.
We did, yeah. No, that one's actually pretty accurate. There was one, I watched Chef the other day. John Favreau.
The Favreau?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
bad.
And him working at the restaurant in the start got way too real.
Did it?
Like just all that, all them talking, all that stuff. And I was like, like obviously I don't know the whole world of food trucks and all that. But like when Dustin Hoffman came in and was just like, "This is my restaurant. Cook what the customers want. We're fully booked up for like 2 hours on a weekday night. Like you're cooking my food, and the reason why people are there is to cook." I was just like something about it. I was like, "Oh shit! Like this is get."
I mean, that's just what it is. Like there's so many people.
Do you know what's not real?
What?
Toontown.
Toontown's not real.
See what I'm doing here?
Yeah, you're trying to bring it back.
Fuck, what's up with this Toontown, man?
Yeah.
Like I it's in the back of my head. I have so many like political questions. Is there going to be a Toon president?
No.
Why not?
Doesn't need it. Everybody's governed by their own realms.
No, I meant of America.
No, there wouldn't be. They
live in America.
Doesn't matter. They're both separated.
Oh, Rob, how is Toon a race? How racist? I guess.
No.
Toonist.
Okay, so Guam is owned by the United States. Yes.
Okay.
So is.
But Toontown is in these United States.
Hear me out. So Guam, there's like 2 or 3 different provinces or whatever they're called that fall under the quote unquote ownership of the United States. Correct?
Got it. Yeah.
Does Trump or whoever's president at the time, does he govern those lands?
Okay, so you're saying that there can be like you were saying that there's not, but just for the sake of this, there can be a Toon president of the Toon world.
Yes.
Now,
diplomatic immunity. So they would have to be sanctioned off into like this is your area.
But it would sanction people off.
No, it's the same
Adolf
fucking thing.
Rob Hitler.
No, it's the same thing as having Canada and Mexico as borders. It's like once you cross,
they're not. They're right.
It doesn't fuck. Well, if you take the entire continent,
but there's multiple. We already talked about this. If there is multiple Toontown all over these United States, why not just treat them like regular towns? Oh yeah, you're heading to Austin. Cool. Take the highway, go right through.
I don't know why you got to try to make it so complicated. All it is like here are the lines.
No, but
it just like federal law.
No, okay, law. Imagine a pepperoni pizza is America, right?
Right.
And there's pepperonis on them.
Right.
So that means the pepperonis are not America because they're the Toontowns.
No,
they're right in the middle.
Pepperoni can still be America, but it's sanctioned off to another thing.
I get
borders.
what you're saying, but you're basically saying like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, no, I disagree.
It's absolutely fine.
It's not fine. I think there should be a Toon president.
Well, then, therefore, if prisons were pepperoni, then there should be like free run. Like, why are they locked up? Why is this? Why don't they just run around?
They are governmentally run. So that means that they are part of the government, which means that they're part of America.
Okay, well, both me and you don't know enough about how provinces and governments and land borders work. Like,
hey, I'm from a country that the top of it isn't technically our country.
Okay, well then that makes fucking sense to have the middle of it not technically our country.
But it's still ruled by the Queen.
Okay, well then maybe there's just cartoon mayors. They can pass. They have the right to pass their own laws to do whatever the fuck they want to do. But you would have
you wouldn't
continental.
You wouldn't vote for President Teen Titan Go Robin.
No, because we wouldn't have a jurisdiction in there.
Teen Titan Go Robin?
No, because it wouldn't affect anybody outside of that area.
No, for the American president?
No, he cannot be the American president.
Oh, shit.
The cartoons stay with the cartoons, and then we do with this.
Oh, fuck.
The reason being is because we have, it's not even different lifestyles. It's
Dip
just,
them all.
No.
Dip them all.
No. Because the consequences of things happening to cartoons are far more different than the consequences of those same things happening to humans. Therefore, we cannot be governed as the same thing.
Trump will want to dip them all.
Probably. But we're not a political podcast. So the Toons would have to govern over themselves.
I'd say...
and they would have to have their own set of laws because a majority of them would not apply to us. But if you want to take drug laws and things like this, or alcohol laws, or smoking laws, or whatever, and just be like, all right, cool. In cartoon world, babies can smoke. That's fine. But that doesn't mean that Americans can go into cartoon world and be like, hey, I've got a 5-year-old addicted to cigarettes, and this is the only place he can fucking blow a fag.
But what if a Toon lives in a non-Toontown area? Like, what if there is a Toon?
Couldn't.
No.
Not allowed.
Oh, wow, you're really, just replace Toon with fucking Muslim and then reset everything.
You can't,
no, because just hear me out. What if there
the
is
rules of life?
What if a human and a Toon fall in love? Because that will happen. If Toons are real,
right,
it's gonna happen.
Right.
Where are they gonna live? Like, it
probably
doesn't matter.
They'd probably have to go to cartoon world.
Or what if they don't? What if she's like, she has it? She's like, I can't move my job. I need to stay in Arizona.
She would have to go to cartoon Arizona. He would have to move into cartoon Arizona. It would have to be the human going into that world.
Rob,
because if the cartoon comes into this world, it's fucked.
You're so Toonist.
No, not at all.
Why?
No, because it has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with the rules of being alive and all that shit. As far
they're
as
not going to die if they're not in Toontown.
No.
I don't see a reason why Toons can't live with the rest of us.
Can I drop an anvil on your head and you walk away?
But that's the point. So they have consequences to their molecular. We live with dogs.
We can't imprison them.
We live with dogs, and I can't treat a dog the same way as we treat us. But they're not dogs; they're sentient.
Right. If I hit you with the bat, it's going to have the same effect if I hit a dog with the bat.
Because we're scared of them in a way that
nobody's
we can't harm them.
Nobody's fucking scared of them.
No, because not dogs. Toons.
Toon. Nobody's fucking scared of them.
No, but we can't do anything to them. So that's why you're saying that they need to go somewhere because we can't kill them.
They have to govern themselves. It has nothing to do with the difference. Oh, well, it's the same as Muslims or it's the same as this. It's fucking not. It's absolutely not. Because as humans,
it's sounding
no,
like
fucker,
you're there.
No, because as fucking humans, the same consequences fucking apply to all of us as humans. No matter Muslim, black, Chinese, any of that. We all have the same consequence. You get shot with a gun, you die. I get shot with a gun, I die.
But this is a world.
And that's why you have to separate them, because if you have a cartoon and he gets shot with a gun, it's just going to make a fucking funny little hole in his nuts or whatever the fuck happens.
But this is a world where they've been around as long as we have. So that means that we're like, oh yeah, that's just a cartoon. We were just like, yeah, whatever. This isn't just happening. So that means that as the country was born, there was Toons.
No.
That's what... Well, where did they come from?
You had to fucking draw them, asshole.
But so they just one day appeared.
No, if we go off of the God theory, God didn't make humans and then a cartoon.
But then when did they happen?
Whenever the fuck the first guy drew one.
No.
And colored it in.
And it came to life. It jumped off the paper.
No.
Then how?
I don't fucking know how this magic happened. But you're going too far back to try to make an argument that doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm saying that I don't believe these Toons just came off the paper and came to life.
I don't believe they did either.
I'm thinking if a girl and a guy Toon have sex, they'll have a baby Toon.
You couldn't do it because how the fuck did they get off the paper to have babies in the first place?
No, I meant in Toontown. So that means that there's mom and dads of Toontowns. That means that they go back generations. And yes, where did the first human come from? Of course, where did the first Toon come from? Maybe the Toon evolved from fucking something.
You would, in order to do it, you would have to have some kind of weird fucking thing to where it's like, all right, well, you pass this and you pass that. Some sort of weird safety check and whatever. But in my opinion, because the rules of life apply so much differently between humans of all sorts and cartoons, I would sanction them off to do whatever. You're going to be in this movie? Fine. Here's a work visa. You're fucking Mickey Mouse. You can be out here for 6 months, and then you got to go your happy ass right back to fucking Toon World.
What about like the idea of like men and children? We don't, like as in like a fully grown man, we'll treat him differently than like a child, as in like physical ways. We're not gonna have a child play football, like play NFL.
Right.
So that means we're not gonna have a Toon play NFL. Like that kind of.
No, because the consequences are the same. You can have fucking Baby Herman strap into a fucking rugby costume or rugby fucking whatever you call him, and put him on the field, and he's going to be fine. You kick him in the nuts, his leg falls off.
What did he say? He was 50?
He said he's got a 50-year-old lust with a 3-year-old dinky. I wrote that down in my notes.
Yeah, no, he did. But he also said he had a 50, so that means he's probably 50.
Well, he's 50, but that's the thing with cartoons. They don't age.
Yeah. So then...
And they're going to live forever. They're not going to get fucking cartoon cancer and fucking fall out.
Oh, that'd be...
It'd be rough.
Yeah.
It'd take a long time.
Or like you've been canceled. You're dead.
Ooh. Yeah. In Toon World, you would just have this canceled. Now, you're going to have an escapee Toon that just goes on nuts.
Well,
Dr. Doom status.
Betty Boo is not on the air by the looks of it, and she got a job.
Yeah, she's working some seedy-ass bar.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, Toon working like CVS.
But see that,
Target with like the red with the red thing
that's
on.
the thing. Like, if they lived in this fucking world, we'd have to pay him fucking all this shit. We'd have to pay him the same.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to fucking die.
Well,
so were you just going to keep giving them raises, and all of a sudden fucking Daffy Duck's making fucking $4,000 an hour working
except
at goddamn...
for the baby, we don't know how long they've been alive. We don't know how long Betty been around.
How long has Mickey Mouse been out? Fucking...
Well, it was the 40s. He just came out around then. It was the 40s.
Okay, so he's 70 years old right now.
So that means in the world...
Who's the oldest cartoon? Nobody knows.
No, what was... Oh, fuck, I know it. What was the first animated cartoon?
Doug Funny.
Snow White. Snow White was the first animated.
Well, it's not the first cartoon.
Oh, well, okay. Just, yeah, we didn't see any dwarves there. I'm just saying.
Right.
Hashtag, they're probably dead.
I'm just saying, they would have to be in their own fucking world. They would have to be.
I disagree, but I don't think we're going to get anywhere.
No, but I mean, do you understand my point with it?
I do, and I disagree with it wholeheartedly, because I believe that, like, if there was a world where Toons existed, like in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, they would have been around long enough for us to be like, well, that's just the norm. They're Toons. They don't die, but that's just normal, because they've been hear me out now. They've been around this long, and we've just grown accustomed to it. Anyway, here's your paycheck, Roger Rabbit. Thank you for being our entertainer.
No, but I will jump on your side in the fact that, thinking of this Toontown shit, there were bad guy Toons in the end sequence, and they were just as like, oh shit. But and if you think back in like the Wile E. Coyote cartoons, you do have Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. Like, there was that one episode where they're clocking out and they're just like, I'm going home.
Yeah,
chase you tomorrow. So they do have like a civil thing. Like, so I mean, maybe it could be a possibility, but like, I'll stick to my shit and just be like, well, there's got to be some kind of a segregation, only because there
would be
for a safety factor.
There might be a Toon vice president, as in like who runs with who runs with.
No, it's not gonna fucking. As far as running the country, it's not gonna happen. Ever. They ever, because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
They said that about a black president. Look what happened.
No, they just said that because they're fucking racist.
But you're sounding quite Toonist.
No,
cartoonist.
Not the fuck at all, man.
You're saying that they should stick in their area and they should go just let them do their own thing.
They should govern themselves because they're on a different set of fucking rules.
They're born on American soil.
They're not.
What are they born on?
They're not living things.
They're sentient. They're clearly sentient.
Doesn't fucking matter. At all.
No matter how they
were fucking bit.
No matter how they came to life, they are sentient creatures.
Doesn't fucking matter.
That does.
Because they do not.
Then where do you draw the line on consciousness? You're telling me that there was no consciousness in that shoe that died.
Consciousness or not.
No, but like,
if you're not a human, you cannot govern the thing. You cannot have the United States president govern.
We're talking about
Germany.
this like the Toons just showed up now. I'm talking about this is a world where they've always been there.
Great, then always fucking be here.
So they're basically like, we're all Earthlings because they are Earthlings.
Good. Because of that, can I be the fucking in charge of Germany?
No, because you're not German.
Well, they're not fucking human.
No.
Done.
They're not human.
That smashes your whole argument.
No. They're not
human. You need to be
They're not
human.
But if they were created in Germany, they're German.
Okay, then let them be German. They're not fucking human. They cannot run a fucking nation if you're not human.
No. Your argument was, can I run for Germany? I was like, no, because you're not German. Then you're like, cool, they're not human. I'm like, no. If a cartoon was made or created in Germany,
fine, then
it's a German cartoon.
It's a German cartoon.
So they are German.
Good.
So in this world where everyone exists...
No, you cannot govern a place unless you're human.
Because the word, honestly, unless used as a way of describing the difference between cartoons and humans, there's probably...
If you're drawn, you can't govern.
Why not?
Because you're not a fucking human.
Why? Well, where in this world? No.
It's not a real fucking world in the first place.
Then why don't you just say you're right, Matt?
Because you're not fucking right.
You're not right either, because they're created on United States soil.
I don't fucking care.
They should be allowed. Why? I just don't see the point.
Do not care.
If they can run a fucking...
Can a baby be president? It's created on human soil.
There is an age appropriate.
So there can be an age appropriate thing, but there cannot be a drawn versus a human thing.
Yeah.
Really?
That's how I feel. Because they're in this world. In this world, these two have coexisted for so long.
Good.
Toontown has been around and doing just fine.
I've coexisted with Germany for so long. Why can't I run Germany?
Going to Germany?
Because
you're not German.
They're not human.
No.
So why?
The Koreans are not human.
No, fucking cartoons are not human. So why do they get to control over humans?
Because the argument of them being human or not is not as important.
It's absolutely valid.
Why?
It is 100% valid.
Because this is a world where being human doesn't matter. Because there's, I'm a cartoon, I'm human. We both live we both work, we both get the same paycheck.
Same thing. If I'm a devout Christian, I should not be able to go into fucking whatever, into Hebrew and try to run the fucking Hebrews, because the ideal, the life factors and what matters the most are completely fucking different.
So, but can someone who's Hebrew be president?
I don't give a fuck.
No. Yes or no? Can there be a Hebrew president?
America's probably not going to vote for one, but I don't.
But can he run?
I don't see why not. Well, let the cartoon run. Let Bernie Sanders run. He's never going to fucking win.
Yeah. So okay. Now,
so if you want to say can they run, go ahead and run, but you're not going to fucking win because you don't meet the qualifications.
So
the qualifications is
okay. Stop.
Not drawn.
We're getting somewhere now. No.
Because that's where everything gets fucked up.
He can run, but in the hypothetical situation, wow, we're really getting into it. In the hypothetical situation where I'm just picking Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo's running for president.
He's not going to win in the first place, but go ahead.
Oh man, he's won. He's got the Toon vote.
Well, then he can be in charge of the fucking cartoons. But he cannot be in charge of humans. It goes both ways. The humans cannot be in charge of the cartoons. You got to take the cartoon president and the fucking people president, and they can get together and discuss some shit.
If the humans can't be in charge of the cartoons, why was fucking Herbert Acne in charge of Toontown?
He owned the fucking property.
How can he own Toontown?
I don't know.
If he's not a Toon.
That's probably why fucking Doom was out to get the goddamn contract.
But that's what I'm saying. If that is allowed, which the Toons were totally okay with, like, oh yeah, he owns Toontown. Yeah,
because they don't give a shit.
Because it's a world where that kind of thing doesn't matter.
None of them give a shit. None of them can be in charge.
No, it's where. Actually, now that I'm having a second thought. No, I'm not having a second thought. I'm rethinking something. Toontown, right?
Okay.
Oh yeah, you heading over there to Mexican Town? You heading over there to Blacktown? Like, you know what I mean? Like
the difference with all that. The difference with all that is all the same life properties apply to all whatever race or whatever nationality or whatever fucking religion you want to put on it. All the human laws apply as far as what happens when you get hurt, what happens when whatever.
But this is
because you're
not getting it that this world
because then cartoons can go to war all the fuck they want to with nuclear weapons. At our expense. At our expense, because they're not going to fucking die.
Can a Toon go to war? Like can a Toon join the army?
No, they can join their little Toon army, and if little American Toon army wants to fight little Canadian Toon army, go right the fuck ahead.
It'll be fucking a Toon army versus the American army. trying to get their.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Trying to get their independence, and they would kick our ass.
Yeah, because they can't fucking die, which is exactly why they shouldn't hold fucking political office.
We would throw a bomb at them, and then they just like catch it and be like, huh, a bomb, eh?
No shit. That's why they can't be in fucking charge of anything, because nothing fucking applies to them.
But like, wouldn't that be great having a president
who
couldn't die, who couldn't get assassinated?
No, because it doesn't. Because then it wouldn't fucking matter to the rest of the world. Because then they're going to go to fucking nuclear war.
They could have a Toon president too.
The Toon president can shoot Toon fucking nuclear bombs at another Toon thing as much as they want to.
Back to the movie, the Toon gun he had. Could that kill other Toons?
Yeah, because it's a cartoon gun.
Was that the point of it?
Yeah.
So then. That's how they die. Other Toon assassin has to take out the Toon Lee Harvey Oswald. Has to take out Toon JFK.
God damn it! That's why the fucking Cartoon America fucking town wants to fight Cartoon Canada town. They can fucking do it.
No, I don't.
But if they're in charge of fucking America, and they want to say, guess what? We're going to fucking war.
Why were you okay with a Toon running, but not a Toon president?
Because he's not going to fucking win because he can't.
But what if he does?
He can't.
No, but then
that's my point.
No, you're saying he can't win. But you're okay with him running.
He can try to run, is what I'm saying. He can put his fucking he can put his hand in the fucking box, and he's not going to get fucking elected to go campaign or whatever. He can't do it. Just like I
guess I'm more open minded.
I can fucking put my vote in to be in charge of fucking Korea.
Stop! You can't because
listen to me.
One of the rules is that you're.
But I can still apply for it. I'm going to get denied and rejected every single fucking time. But I can be like, hey, guess what? I filled out the application. They're like, hey, guess what? You still can't fucking do it.
The person who should be in charge of the country legally has to be born in the country.
But now I can still fucking put it. I can still be like, and that's all I'm saying.
Yes,
the cartoon can do that all he wants, but he's going to get denied every time.
I'm saying that's why you can't be.
That's exactly why I wouldn't be.
Now, in a world where there's Toons and humans who coexisted in this long, and people are like, whatever, Toontown, yeah, that's where they live, or whatever that, because it's the fucking 40s. It's fucking Cedric, like,
I don't fucking care, man.
No, but by the fucking 90s, there's like Toontowns is like fucking knocked, like it is probably knocked down because no Toons are probably living there anymore because it's probably like uptown. You know what I mean?
Why? Why the fuck aren't they living there anymore? That's the only place they're allowed to live.
Back then, because they were segregated
and still
back
now,
then.
Because nobody fucking gives a shit.
I get nowhere with this.
Because you're being stubborn as shit about it.
I am not. I'm saying that Toons and humans could coexist.
They can.
Then there could be a Toon president.
God fucking damn it with your Toon president shit. It's the fucking stupidest thing ever.
No, it's
the dumbest
logical.
shit.
In a world
not
where
fucking logical.
In a world where Toons and humans coexist, why can't there be a Toon president?
Then go build a fucking island and you guys can have a Toon president over there. It can't happen here because there's no repercussion for any fucking catastrophical event for a cartoon. Therefore, it puts everybody at fucking risk.
But it doesn't put everyone at risk.
Oh my fucking God, are you not listening to shit? If a nuclear fucking bomb, if they'd have said, fuck it, Korea, bring it, because cartoons can't die. So fucking
there's also
bomb
Korean
us.
Cartoons. They're also, you know what I mean? Like, they're not just in America. They're all over. So this is like...
And then all humans die and all there are fucking cartoons.
But this is treating all Earthlings the same.
They are not fucking part of shit because they're drawn. They're fucking imaginations. That's all they are. They're drawn fucking imaginations. They don't fucking matter.
No, you're wrong. Tweet at us. Email in about how wrong Rob is, because I think...
God fucking damn it. If you want to set us all up to die, vote for the fucking cartoon president.
Was there a mayor of Toontown? Do you remember? Was there any kind of government?
I don't even fucking care anymore.
No, I'm trying to actually think. It was just
Mayor McCheese.
No, he wasn't. He's not a cartoon. Is he a cartoon?
He was.
No, he was like a little guy.
He was the mascot, but he was also turned into a cartoon. Mayor McFucking-Cheese.
So Herbert.
His name's not Herbert, but
Herbert Acne.
What's his name?
Owned Toontown, right? He wasn't the mayor.
Marvin Acne.
Marvin Acne. He owned Toontown. He wasn't the mayor. He wasn't in charge. He just owned it. So that means wait, hold just okay. Let me get to the end of this, and then I'll listen to your rebuttal. If he owns a property, so that means that there's a block of land that's just property. It's still a part of the count. Where are they? L.A.
Yeah, probably.
Hollywood.
Yeah, he's building a freeway.
It's still a part of Hollywood. It's just a designated property that he owns that he says Toons can live in.
Mm-hmm.
So that means it's still part of Hollywood. And since Judge Doom could knock it down, could do all this knock it down, that means that he had jurisdiction to do that. Because he had the deed, but all that, but like...
No, he didn't have the deed. He just bullshitted it and said he was going to get it.
Yeah. But that means that they're still under the mayor of LA, I guess.
The only way to go through this is to look at, the closest way that I can think to do it, and I don't know any of the laws, is to look at Native American owned land. It would be the same principles.
Okay.
And I know that
but they didn't. I guess they didn't own the land.
If you work
Toons
on,
didn't own the land before.
Like the law, like the laws are really weird. Like only something about like only the reservation police can like have jurisdiction there. The city police can come in if needed, but more or less like the reservation takes care of it all.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? The minimum wage laws don't apply on that area.
Yeah.
Because like I remember, I think Touchdown again worked at the Indian Bingo in San Bernardino, and minimum wage was, let's just call it $8. He was making like $4.25, but it was allowed because it was on their property. They have their own laws. Therefore, Toontown, if that was the case. But to get to your question about Marvin Acme owning the land, I don't know how that works.
Okay.
Because I'm sure somehow some jackass was like, okay, Native Americans, have your reservation. If I need to, I still own the land, but I kind of gave it to you for now. I don't know how that works.
Well, that would come down
I'm sure
to
there's some backstabbing.
I guess that he could
on.
buy the deed, which buys the certain amount of acres, kind of thing.
Yeah, probably. It's all property, like.
But like as far as.
But unless he owns.
As far as rules like minimum wage, I'm sure that goes through all of the county.
It goes through all of the state or all the city, or I don't know. It would have to go city by city or county by county, because I know San Francisco wages are way different than our wages. So, okay, now keeping it calm and bringing it back to it. If that is true, turn him into a president.
No. I'm not. I'm. In fact, I'm asking the. I'm going the other way now.
Mm-hmm.
If that was true, and the county, does all the wages and stuff, and obviously that's run by the government and that's run by that. So that means that the president at the time had control over what happens in LA, because he's like, or not like direct control, but you know what I mean? Like he's being like, hey, the blah, blah, blah. So he has jurisdiction over the zone that is Toontown.
Mm-hmm.
So why does he have zone over the Toons?
And that's what I'm telling you is the cartoons would have to have. He has a say in it. However, the cartoons would have their own president, and our president, let's just call him President Joe. President Joe would have to talk to President Toon and be like, you know what? Here's the issue that we see. The issue that we see is whatever your cartoons are littering, whatever. So the thing is our laws are this, and can we come to an agreement where your laws are something similar to blah, blah, blah? And then it would be like, well, we litter because...
You are starting to sound a little bit like Judge Doom, because remember he was saying how that's why he made the dip, to make Toons have consequences, have justice.
Let's flip this. Okay, so...
Judge Rob.
So we found Judge Doom to be this asshole and whatever. What if he was just a revolutionary?
What if he was trying to...
What if he was doing everything for the betterment? Because there are crazy cartoons out there.
Now here
all
you
of them, look at it. Like, depending on how you look at Che Guevara, some people think that he was just some fucking asshole who was running around trying to do horse shit. And then there's some people who are like, Che Guevara, he's on point. We got to give it to that guy.
Well, that's the thing.
So he could have just look at Jesus.
Written by the victors.
Look at Jesus.
What about Jesus?
He was seen to be an asshole. Seemed to be a bad guy. Were
there Toons around the time of Jesus?
You son of a bitch. No, they were cave drawings. They weren't fucking cartoons.
They came out?
No, they didn't come out because they were only fucking cave drawings. They weren't animated.
Then what's the magic formula that drums...
You're not fucking flipping stone tablets to make anybody move.
What's the magic formula that takes a tune off the paper?
I don't know. We can't go for that far back.
And when did that happen? That's what I want to know.
Nobody fucking knows. We can't go that far back.
I want to know. You know what?
Then fucking Google it.
I want Who Framed Roger Rabbit 2. There, I said it. I want them to answer these questions.
It would be like a fucking 3-part, 9-hour-long series. Nobody would watch it. I mean, I probably would, because I did watch Helvetica a couple times. I don't know. Bottom line, Toon couldn't be president of the of the human population.
Yes, a Toon could, but that's just me.
Fucking over my dead body. After I'm dead, I don't give a fuck what happens. There's too much of a fucking risk.
You would. You'd have a Toon gun, like
I wouldn't.
when he's getting sworn in, you'd be on the lawn with the Toon gun, aiming at fucking
I wouldn't.
Mickey Mouse's head.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing.
But with the Toon gun fire,
no,
because it would be alive.
God damn it, no.
Interesting.
I wouldn't do any of this shit. I don't fucking follow politics. I don't fucking vote. I don't do any of that shit because whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. My little measly ass thing's not gonna fucking matter, and neither does anybody else's. I get it. If me and a million other people who decide not to vote voted, it would change. No, it fucking wouldn't, because it's already figured out. That shit doesn't matter. I don't pay attention. You make the laws, I'll follow them. That's fine. You want to go to war? Cool. I got the choice to fucking be a part of it, not be a part of it, make a run for it, whatever. Here's the thing. Because the president is fucking human, he knows these people have nukes. We're not going to start that much. We'll fuck with them. We'll poke them with a stick, but we're not going to go and just fucking kill all their moms, because then we're going to get nuked and we're all going to fucking die. A cartoon does not have that consequence, because they can drop every single nuke on here.
But the whole point of the movie was that there is now a consequence. Like, I doubt that's all. I doubt that dip they had, or at least someone out there has the formula. You know what I mean? Like
right.
There is more dip.
As it stands, there's been nothing said about a fucking nuclear dip bomb. The only bombs that exist at this moment that have been spoken of, that are known for sure, that are known.
Was there a nuclear bomb in the 40s?
Huh?
Was there a nuclear bomb in the 40s?
I don't know. Was it the atomic bomb?
I think it came a little later towards like post Pearl Harbor.
Okay, well, if it did,
so what I'm saying is
but the dip is still in the rawest form.
Like
they haven't even made a dip squirt gun yet.
Like the dip is like the dynamite. You know, like it's the first bomb. So that means that probably by 2018, they could probably have dip guns. You know what I mean? Like they could
No. I get you, but the thing is they don't have it. As far as the information that we know, with the way that Who Framed Roger Rabbit works and the way that this fucking world works as it stands, without being like, okay, well, let's advance what Roger Rabbit was. We can't. This is what they have. This is what we know. So what we know is they do not have a mass dip bomb or any of that shit. Sure, you can use an airplane, like a fucking firefighting airplane, scoop some shit up, and mist it all over everybody.
All over.
However, it's going to disperse so much that it's just going to be like a fucking sulfuric rain. It's not going to fucking take anybody out. It's going to piss some people off, but it's not going to take anybody out.
No, you can make like a weather machine and put like it in the cloud. Put that over Toontown.
Not going to fucking happen.
Wouldn't that be like terrifying?
You were about to say it was going to be awesome.
No, I said awful.
It wouldn't happen because the rain would disperse too much, and it wouldn't everybody would get to safety by then, except for homeless cartoons. But nobody's worried about them either.
Homeless guy. Oh wow.
They're drawn that way, okay?
Dude, Toon lives matter. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they do matter to themselves, so they can stay the fuck alone. They're not going to govern any fucking human body because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Why don't you just go run for presidency in Germany, man? Why don't you just go? We'll finish up here.
Fucking Christ.
Let us know if you think there should be a Toon president.
No, don't.
Tweet at us.
Don't let us know any of that because I'm not interested. Because it's not going to be. Ever. It doesn't make any sense.
At themarspod@gmail.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube at themarspod.
That's it.
Rob's smiling. Rob's happy. Rob loves this.
It's not a Toon president. That's why I'm happy.
I just, like, if I could, I'd vote for Samurai Jack as president.
Fucking shit.
Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! as president?
No, if you're going to vote for a fucking cartoon president. Why don't you vote for a fucking president that's been drawn as a cartoon?
No, I can't.
Like Little Bill.
No, I can't actually vote because Yu-Gi-Oh is definitely not American. He wouldn't be running for American president.
Yep.
If you do want to email in or tweet at us about Toon presidency, let me know. Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. We had fun.
Yeah.
We still like each other. We're still gonna. There's all the way back there. Anyway, have a good one, guys.
All right, guys. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Whew.